Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Liana. I am a intuitive empath, and if this video has found you, then there may be a message for you. So there has definitely been a lot of love energy around. Spring is bringing in new, revitalized, restored connections, restored passion in connections, and also bringing in new connections as well that are aligned to our core soul frequency. So what is in alignment with our highest good is what spring is bringing in for us, which is beautiful energy. With this Emperor, we are seeing a rise in the divine masculine consciousness collective. So we are going to be witnessing the rise of the Emperor, the rise of the divine masculine, and I'm hearing the Emperor has new clothes. That's an interesting reference. I think that they're saying that the unawakened, unaligned masculines, the majority of men out there, the masculine energy up until this point, or until a recent point, has been believing themselves to be the divine masculine, is what I'm getting. So with the Emperor's new clothes, he's naked, but he's told that he is wearing this incredible robe, which is actually more to do with his ego than it is to do with what is actually the truth, what other people are seeing and witnessing. So the masculine collective, without aligning to their divine masculine principle, they've very much been in their ego, thinking that they've been behaving and acting and adorning the clothes of divine masculines, when in essence they've been the opposite. So they've been all the things that, I don't want to use the term toxic masculinity, but that is the term that they're giving me just to give a kind of very broad term for what the masculine energy has been. And this is not against men. Spirit is making that very clear. This is not against men. This is talking about the masculine energy. So there have been women that have been embodying the masculine energy in an unaligned, unhealed, non-divine, very human, very ego-based, wounded kind of way, which has contributed to the imbalance in the collective consciousness of the masculine and feminine. Because the feminine, there's been a lot of focus, I'm hearing, on the divine feminine rising into her power, but there's not a lot talking about how, in order for the divine feminine to rise into her power, she needs an emperor. She needs to, first of all, heal and embody her own divine masculine energy, but also once she has done that and achieved inner peace and wholeness and union within herself, she needs a healed and awakened divine masculine emperor in her life to support her being in her divine feminine flow, her goddess energy. And it takes a man in his god energy to provide that energetic support, stabilization for her to be in her highest frequency potential. So the divine masculine is rising into their highest frequency potential at this time. And I'm hearing as well that this is very much largely supported by the rise of the divine feminine being in her power. So a man cannot be in his full power without temperance, which is balance, achieving balance within as without. So the divine feminine balances the divine masculine and vice versa. The two must be in harmony with each other. And that is what is happening globally. There is a rebalancing of the masculine and feminine, which is vitally important at this time in order to heal the collective wounds. So we have the divine feminine working on healing her wounds, and the divine masculine working on healing his wounds and balancing his divine masculine and feminine, and she is working on balancing her divine masculine and divine feminine. And what this is creating is balance and harmony, which is creating balance and harmony, stabilization, unity, union consciousness in individuals, in partnerships, divine partnerships, and within the collective consciousness as well. As a side note as well, Spirit wants me to speak to those who may not be familiar or as familiar with the terms divine masculine and divine feminine. So to preface that and explain that a little bit, I will say that the divine masculine and divine feminine are energy principles, magnetic, divine feminine, electric, divine masculine, that exist within every man and woman and child, every being. Every human being alive at this time has those energetic principles, and any woman and any man has the potential to unify those two, to heal those two principles, get them working in balance and harmony together. This is also linked to the left and right brain, I'm hearing as well, and embody their true divine nature. Now, women and men, depending on which you resonate more of, you will have a dominant. So if you imagine a scale, we each have masculine and feminine, you will have a dominant masculine or feminine polarity. And that means when you are in your true divine nature and you have achieved balance, which doesn't mean equal masculine and feminine, because we are all on a scale, on a spectrum in that respect, but regardless of what gender you have. So when we are healed and in our balanced, aligned state of being, an awakened state of being, then we are embodying most prominently our most dominant female or male, masculine or feminine energetic polarity. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So yes, the Empress. So she balances out the Emperor. And interesting, the same cards from yesterday, if you watched my previous reading of the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, which is about providership and gifts that are coming in, and the Knight of Cups as well. So we have the Well. Well is not in the traditional tarot card. This is the Ethereal Visions tarot deck. And there are two extra cards in this deck which aren't in the traditional tarot. And that is this one, which is the Well, and the other one, which is the painter or something, the artist. And the Well is speaking to, I'm hearing dreams coming true. So when you dream sincerely, when you envision a brighter future for yourself and for humanity, you are sending that vibrational potential into the universe, and then the universe is working with you to bring about those changes that you want to see, bringing about the wish fulfillment that you want to see. And it's interesting because she is holding a pendulum as well. What do you call those things? Those, I think they're called pendulums. So this is speaking to making that wish and then trusting the divine to guide you as to how to bring about that wish fulfillment. Trusting the divine to give us the answers that we seek, because we are all guided by higher forces, whether that's our higher self, or whether that's God, whether that's Jesus, whether that's Buddha, whatever avatar of the divine that you personally connect with. You are all being guided to feel into the potential of futures where you have achieved already your wish fulfillment. So Spirit is asking you to feel and to imagine. Imagination is very powerful for manifestation, and they're saying that we're not imagining enough the system that we are born into teaches us to ultimately rely more heavily on our logical brain, our analytical brain, not so heavily on the creative imagination. But the imagination is the tool to creating heaven on earth, to creating 5D, to creating what we wish to experience, our wish fulfillment. If you can envision it, if you can imagine it, and if you cannot imagine exactly having what you want, what that looks like, imagine what it feels like. Because you are essentially then embodying what it is like to already have that thing. And then letting go of exactly how that's going to work out, play out, manifest for you, in what ways, and trusting the universe to provide for you. Okay, so that was a bit of a longer reading. If you stuck through, I'm very grateful, and I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you connect with me personally and my energy. Thank you.